Okay, we're on the face page of Hawks, the dashboard, so to speak. I'm going to click on our course, and then this comes up. And we do have one web test. Again, this is going to be our test for tomorrow, Monday. But some of you may or may not have tried a practice test. So what this video will do is to show you how you can set up a practice test. It doesn't affect your grade, but it certainly gives you an idea what you need to study. So I click on that, and it says over here, create a practice web test. So I click on that. And now these are the lessons that we've done. Now these are all of the lessons. The ones we've done, though, is section 1.8, so I'm going to say add. Section 1.9, I'm going to say add. And these are being added up here. 1.10, 1.11. Now we skip some. And we want to go to some other chapters, something in 3. We did 3.9, add that, and then go back here, and we had one section from 4, which was 4.8. Now, the next thing they ask is, how many questions do you want to do? And I'm going to say, I'm going to practice this, give it a name here, and say Unit 1. And how many questions? Well, we want to keep this short. And again, you can make it as many as you like. And I'll say 8 questions. And where it says set time, you go over here and say not timed. This way you can take your time. And then you're going to click on start. Now, what they're going to do here, we want to let this boot up here. Okay. It's booting up. And there's our first question. So I'll do some of these with you to give you an idea what they're going to be like here. Let's get this pen working here. Want to get a nice red color to work. Yep, there we go. And there's our pen. Okay, so it says let A and B be the lengths. So this is side A, we said. Okay, it's just taking a moment. And this was side B. We want to find the length of side C. And we want to round our answer to 3 decimal places. So we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And on your blue sheet, of course, you're going to have, this is number 1, question 1. And you may have written this down or not, but then you're going to put 5 squared. And this is 13 squared equals C squared. All right, I'm going to pause it now while I do the calculation. Now, again, I'm showing the work of what I'm going to put in my calculator. So side A was 5, so I put 5 squared, plus side B is 13, so 13 squared equals C squared. I put 5 squared plus 13 squared in my calculator, got 194 equals C squared. So now I take the square root of this side, which will just leave me with C, and then I take the square root of 194. Now this is the exact answer, but when I put that in my calculator, I get this fraction and I get more numbers, but I rounded it off to 3 decimal places. And of course, that's what you put into the system. Now, as you do these, you do get some rather easy ones. 6 times 5 is 30. I can just put that right in there. And if you didn't show any work on your blue sheet, that would be fine. Now here they want us to graph the following set of numbers on a number line. And we do so by taking the 0 and putting a dot right there at 0, at 3, just clicking these, 4, and 6. So again, not a lot of work for this. And next. Now again, they're asking you to compute these values. So what I would do is use my calculator. I'm going to add 16 plus 55 first. Get an answer. That's 71. Subtract 28. And I get 43. And you could write that on your blue sheet or just put that answer in. Again, some of these are real easy. That's why maybe 10 is, or 8 is too few questions. 5 minus 9. Now, if you put that in your calculator, 5 minus 9, it gives the answer -4. If you're not sure, double check. Now, we did have some rules for this, but for some reason we're getting some very easy examples here. All right, now again, we could convert this to 13 minus 9, or 13 plus a minus 9. 13 minus 9 is 4. I guess we picked answers or questions that were way too easy here, but to show you what they're like. All right, now here's one. As we go to number 7 here, I would write out. So, we want to know, what do we put here for this first part? They're just asking us, what is the absolute value of 10? Well, we don't need to work anything out yet here. We're just going to put a 10 there. Remember, the absolute value of any number is its positive value. Next. Now, they're asking us to make this relationship, and here's where I would suggest you write it then. So we know the absolute value of 10 is 10. Now they're asking us to fill something in there. Now, what is the absolute value of a -11? And the answer is 11. It's positive value. So what symbol are you going to put in there? Is 10 less than? Is 10 greater than? Or is 10 equal to? Well, hopefully, you're going to do like I do, and you're going to say 10 is less than 11. And we click on that and get our next answer. Now, again, we want the square root of 121. So you put that in your calculator, square root sign, 121, and lo and behold, it's a perfect square. So the square root of 121, we didn't have to round off anything, is 11. And next now, we've reached the end, so we say OK, and then we click on Submit, and you want to submit. And again, turn in your blue sheet before you do this, and then it gives you your result. And we got them all right. So this is something you can do to make you feel perhaps comfortable, or knowing what you need to review to get a really good score. And again, some of these questions on Unit 1, they're just meant to get you started, are rather easy, and hopefully this helps you how to do it. 10 minutes on the